I'm Mo Rocca, and I'm excited to announce Season 4 of my podcast, Mobituaries. I've got a whole new bunch of stories to share with you about the most fascinating people and things who are no longer with us. From famous figures who died on the very same day, to the things I wish would die, like buffets. All that and much more. Listen to Mobituaries with Mo Rocca wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to overall talk on I think I've talked on this before, like buying shoes that you like. Don't try to stick with trends and stuff, but there are going to be at times where people are going to try oh, nah, bro, you got to get this trendy shoe that everybody else is getting, so you just blend in with the crowd instead of standing out and being unique, nah, there's people out there where they think like that. I'm not that type of person. I'm like, you can go and tell me that you seen whatever shoes and stuff, and I'm like, if you like those shoes and that's where you want to build your collection off of, fam, go for it. I'm like, shoot, I might even like the shoes, but so anyways, so on TikTok I have a sneaker account on there. I have a sneaker account based off of my YouTube channel, Sneakers in Sight. I have, so yeah, you can go subscribe to the YouTube channel or follow me on TikTok. But I more so use that channel, not channel, but TikTok account to just promote YouTube videos and stuff that I've done of either me reviewing shoes or whatever and stuff, any sneaker related content. So anyways, I post this video, overall talk or showing off these New Balance shoes that I just got. And they're sick looking shoes. I really like them. The thing is this, yeah, I could be that person where I'm spending an arm and a leg on, whatever pair of Jordans that's trending on StockX, GOAT, or, everybody's talking about it. Yeah, I could be that person, but I like being me. When it comes to me and my fashion, I like being me, right? So these shoes aren't popular shoes. Nobody don't really know them like that. I have seen people review them on YouTube, and the funny thing is these guys will turn around and they will watch these guys do videos, but then they'll roast somebody for having these shoes, but they'll go and support YouTubers that literally go out and buy these shoes. It's that's why I'm with the younger generation, they don't really know how to make their mind up on stuff, because I feel I was at that point in time in my life where it's kids act like that. So, and I'm and they just, if it had been because I'm I think I posted about how I have the lost and found ones. I posted about other shoes. I can post about all the classic Jordans, Bread 11s, Infrared 6s, the Fresh Prince 5s. What are some other shoes that I have? The Union 2s. Where are some other ones? Yeah, I could post about that, or Yeezys. All those trendy shoes, but let them be some New Balance that nobody doesn't know about, or some Reeboks that nobody knows about. Oh yeah, everybody gonna try to clown you for those shoes. So yeah, I posted about the New Balances, and people were really trying to clown me for having those shoes. I'm there's people, one guy, he goes on and say get rid of them. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, you could I'm gonna just explain the process of purchasing something, right? When you purchase something, you go through an extensive amount of things when you're purchasing it, right? I'm gonna say this for my slower audience, where it's they can't fully understand things, and it's it takes a an explanation to understand something. But anyways, when you're buying something, right, there's a lot of things that you have to do, whether you're buying it online or buying it at a store. I'm going to explain it both scenarios, whether you're face to face with somebody, you're at a store, or you're purchasing something online. So let's start off with purchasing something at a store. You took the time to go up to this store, right? And you're looking around and you see those shoes. It ain't the shoes were surprised with you or something, or you just somehow, some way, you came back home and them shoes were in your hand and you don't know how they got there and stuff. So, but anyways, you go into a Foot Locker or a Champs, whatever, but let's just say Foot Locker. You go into a Foot Locker, you see a pair of shoes on the shelf. Now, how I usually do it when I see those shoes, I walk up to a Foot Locker employee. They're usually the ones wearing the referee shirts. But I walk up to them and I will ask them, do you have this in a size 10? And then usually they'll sometimes say yes, but if not, they'll be all like, oh, the closest size we have is whatever, you know? But anyway, so let's say for an example, they have my size. They have my size. I try one shoe on. I just only try on one because I don't want them to think I'm going to take off running out of the store and stuff. So anyways, I try on one shoe. All right. I walk around a little bit, see how they feel. I'm like, you know what? This feels nice. I like it. So I walk back up to that same employee that brought the shoes out. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to go with this. Then we do this awkward silence walk to the cash registers. And then they usually get all the information, all the stuff that they need to do, my email address. And then there's a process. When I take out a card that has money on it, right? It's usually either called a debit card or a credit card, right? But no, anyways, so you take that card, depending on what kind of card it is, like whether it's a swipe or a chip insert, you know, so let's say it's a chip insert. I insert that chip card into their little machine thing. I pay for the shoes. They give me a receipt. Put the or you know, either put the receipt in the box, however, with whatever they end up doing with it. And then they're all like, oh, would you like a bag? It's only 8 cents. I'm like, nope, that's chill. I got my backpack because I'm cheap and I'm not gonna give no company no 8 cents for no bag. I bring my backpack everywhere I go, all right, because I'm saving myself them 8 cents. So anyway, sometimes they'll catch me and I'm like, well, dang, bruh. But no, but anyways, I put them shoes in my backpack. I go home. I try the shoes on. I'm walking around liking them, all that stuff. Eventually wear them outside, all right? Making sure everybody sees that I am wearing them shoes, okay? You still following me? And then at some point in time, somebody's going to approach me and be all like, hey, them some nice shoes. And then at that point, you can put them shoes up. You can say whatever, do whatever. If for my case, I review the shoes, wear them outside for a little bit, and then, you know, just kind of, you know, just do like some test runs in the shoes. See if they still comfortable after some time, then, you know, sailed off and things. But anyway, so that's how it is with purchasing a shoe in store. It ain't that much different from purchasing them online either. You know, when you're doing it online, you usually just, you know, like how you are in the store, you know, shopping around, looking around, all that stuff. Then you see the shoes, see if they have your size. Order the press size 10, add to cart, go to cart, check out. Then when you put do the checkout stuff, you have to add that same card that you insert into the little credit card machine. You have to type up the information for that card, right? Type up the information. Then they ask you, where would you like this to get shipped at? Now, you usually type up your address. Maybe you might type up something else, but in my case, I type up my address. They say, when would you like these shoes? In a few days from now or tomorrow? Or, you know, next day shipping, same day shipping. I've never seen same day shipping, not with no shoes. But anyways, I usually like to choose the closest option. So I'll say like next day or something, right? So I do that, you know, just kind of waiting here for any like trucks outside and stuff. And then all of a sudden you either hear FedEx, UPS, the United States Postal Service, USPS, whatever their names are. And I don't think, well, Amazon, I think they got shoes on their website too. But anyways, regardless, you know, you go and you hear that truck pull up, you see somebody walk up and things. Sometimes they'll gently put the box down, but then you might have like a rude individual that's having a bad day because they got into it with their significant other that morning. So now they just gonna take it out on everybody's package. So you might get that person that throws your, you know, your shoe box at your door. You opening up the door talking about, hey, what you do that for? Nah, man, if you're gonna put my stuff down, put it down nicely. They turn around, look at me, flip me off, and I flip them off back because I'm like, you ain't gonna flip me off and then just gonna get away with it. So I flip them off back. Now we in the flipping off war, just flipping each other off. They're late for their next delivery, so now they gotta go back to the FedEx or whoever and stuff. And then other people are like, well, dang, I wanted my stuff today, but it's like, nah, the delivery person wanted to be rude, throw my stuff at my door, and now we ain't got into a flipping off war, right? But I still got my shoes. Box might be a little bit damaged, but I still got my shoes. I try the shoes on and I go about my day. Or in some cases, we'll review the shoes and then proceed to go on about my day, wearing them all outside and all that stuff. So, all right, now we're back on these New Balances. I did that. I bought the shoes online. All right, ordered them, waited. I ain't getting no shoe box thrown at my door. They put them. They actually surprised me. I was using the restroom, and then I checked and looked, and I was like, oh, the shoes are here. Okay, cool, dope. So, anyways, I tried the shoes on. I enjoyed them. You know, that's one thing that I like is when I order me a pair of shoes and then the shoes are cold. Like, bruh, it's, I don't know why, it just feels so good when you put on a cold pair of shoes. Like, cause like when it's like room temperature shoes, it's just room temperature shoes. But I'm like, bruh, I might end up doing that. It might be a little bit weird, but at the same time, it feels so good when you just like, I might just get like a freezer or a refrigerator, and I'm like, okay, if I plan on wearing a pair of shoes for the tomorrow, you know, clean the bottoms and stuff, but then go like as much as I can so I don't dirty up the little refrigerator, but just put them in there and then just let them just sit and just let them just get all cold and stuff, and then just slip them on. And I'm like, bro, it feels so nice. I don't know why it's like that, but when I'm telling you, like, I put those New Balances on and they were cold, and I'm like, it feels so good. I'm like, I love it. But anyways, so yeah, I'm like, why would I go through all of that buying these shoes, right? Just to give them back because a few kids on TikTok don't like them. And I'm like, that's, you know, to, you know, put down my Uno reverse card and start roasting them. These are probably the same kids, all right, where it's like, if they ain't got no money, you know, and they most likely having their parents going out buying the shoes that they want them to buy and stuff. But if they had to rely on their money to go and get them a pair of shoes, they're not going to have no money to get themselves a pair of shoes. You know what they gonna be wearing when they go to school on the first day? A pair of socks, bro. And it ain't even the Nike Dry Fit socks. No, these are the Dick's Sporting Goods socks, all right? The 6-pack for $3 socks. The socks where after a few washes, they start building up holes at the bottom because they like to drag their feet. The types of socks where you see all lint balls around all on your floor and stuff because you done worn them so many times, and now they done got all old and raggedy because, like I said, you like to drag your feet and stuff. That's what they gonna be wearing to school on the first day. Or they gonna be like me when I was a kid in school, wearing the shoes that's under $100. Converse, Vans, Air Forces, them shoes. And now they done kind of raised up the prices for like Converse I think still are under $100, but Air Forces, nah, I believe they done went up in prices and stuff. I don't think they're no longer like $90 to $110 and things. But anyways, but yeah, it's like you're wearing dirty forces to school every day and you call that fashion. Get out of my face with that, because I'm not hearing it. At least with my New Balances, they are clean, they're fresh, and they obviously, and so no, the thing is though, is that with the New Balances, the ones that I bought, because that was like a fact that I learned about the shoes, was that the higher the number is, the more tech that it has inside of it. And I thought that was a dope thing. And I was like, I looked it up, and there was like the highest one that they have is like 2002 or something like that. So I was like, but mine's is at 650. And so I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's chill and stuff. So, but I thought that was a cool feature. I'm like, the only thing that you guys got going on is that you either got, or they're wearing Yeezys, and they probably got them for a cheap price because of all the stuff Kanye has recently said. So it's like, yeah, it's like you guys are like you're the crowd followers. Me, I like to get the shoes that I like to get, the ones that attract me. Or, I'm attracted to them. But I'm like, I like to get what I want to get. I don't want to get what everybody else is getting, because if that was the case, then it's like you wouldn't get those comments or compliments from people. Because look, there's been times, because even like I've seen where they've roasted Air Jordan 1 mids, where they're all like, oh, mids are like they're like the stepchild of sneakers and stuff. Like, no, don't nobody like the Air Jordan 1 mids. Air Jordan 1 mids were the first pair of Air Jordans that I ever bought with my own money. I'm like, with my parents, I'm like, they would buy me like, but they'll buy me like those like flight Jordans. They were comfortable. I liked them. I would wear them all the time when I was in school and stuff. But so anyways, no, I remember when I bought my first pair, I remember I bought these one pair of Air Jordan 1 mids, still have them till this day, and there's like this, like, I think they called them like a South Beach colorway, such an amazing looking shoe. Like, I definitely recommend y'all look up like Air Jordan 1 mid South Beach colorway, or just South Beach or whatever. But anyways, I remember I was outside wearing those shoes. I was just getting off of work in Seattle, was walking to the bus stop, I believe. It was either that or I was gonna meet up with my mom in Seattle, but no, I think I might have been meeting up with my mom. But anyways, So I was I'm walking and this guy stopped me. He like mid walk, he threw his hand out. Like he straight like chest checked me. He put his hand out and he's like talking, he's pointing at my shoes and stuff. So I take my headphones off and he's like, man, he was like, them, I ain't gonna say it cause and it was a little bit of an explicit conversation on his part and stuff, but he was like, them MFs are nice. And I'm like, and when you hear things like that, when you get like a genuine reaction out of somebody to where at this point they are cussing because of how nice those shoes are, you can't take that away from somebody. Then having it where it's like people like it's bruh, I've gotten like because there's other colorways of like shoes for those that don't know. So I remember I was wearing, I think it was it the Air Forces? It was some shoes, and I remember this dude, he was on his motorcycle and he literally slowed his motorcycle down to just point at my shoes and say those are nice. What are some other things that have happened? Or even there was a time where I was in the store and this guy came up from behind me and whispered it saying those are some nice shoes, man. I'm telling you, you cannot take that away from a person. So y'all can roast my shoes all you want. I'm still gonna buy them. I'm still gonna wear them out in public, and I'm still gonna enjoy them. All right, you can continue enjoying the shoes your parents done bought you, or the shoes that you can afford because you got some low paying job. All right, so anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching in. I ain't gonna do none of the promo stuff because I'm cooking some food right now. So anyways, thank you guys for watching in or listening, and peace.